I'm Heather McLean, owner of Goodness Grows in Austin, and today I'm going to teach you a great trick to make your container gardens even more interesting. So we're going to have to start with a container, be it a plastic one or a ceramic container like this one. Just be sure that you have drainage holes so that the water can drain out of the container. It's a great idea if you have some old pieces of broken pot that you can put down to cover the hole. That way water can drain out, but the soil will not pour through the hole. Also, a layer of pea gravel can be helpful with the drainage. The water can pour through the pea gravel and your soil will stay in the pot. Now we're going to fill the lower portion of our container with soil. I'm using a combination of compost and a good organic planting mix. Now that we have our container filled with 1/3 of soil, we're going to put in our secret ingredient, our bulbs that are hiding underneath our annuals. I'm using some oriental lilies. They're stargazer lilies, which have a fabulous fragrance. And you'll find that they're bulbs that have already rooted and probably sprouted a little bit in the container. They're going to be just fine. We're going to put them down in the lower portion and cover them with soil again to wait for spring. Different varieties of bulbs need to be planted at different depths. So these stargazer lilies are about 2 inches high. I'm going to plant them at about 3 times that height at 6 inches deep. If you have a larger bulb, you'll have to put it a little deeper in your container, and the small bulbs can go at a more shallow depth. Now we're ready to put our beautiful little annuals on top of the bulbs. You want to take them out of their containers and be careful of their root system. And it's okay to crowd them in here so they're nice and cozy. I've got pansies. I've got some trailing vinca. I think this would be pretty. It does have a little flower in the early spring. And I've also got some dianthus, which these are known as cottage pinks because if you look at the outside, it looks like someone used a pinking shear. And these have a lovely fragrance as well. This one's a little root bound, so I'm going to remove some of these roots on the outside of the pot. And we're going to go ahead and put that right in there. Now you can have some fun with your containers. You don't have to put just annual flowers or little trailing plants. You can also think about herbs. This is a beautiful trailing thyme, and I think this color would be very pretty with this planting. But I think I'm going to have some fun and put this little baby strawberry. And if I'm lucky and fertilize, I might even have some strawberries blooming in with my flowers and my lilies. So now I have a nice crowded planting of my plants together in the container. Next, we're going to need to fill some soil. So I'm going to use my hands and pack some soil right down in between each of the plants. I'm just pushing it down with my hands. There's also a little tool you can use, but I just like to use my fingers. Don't be worried if a little bit of soil gets on top of the foliage. So the last step is to take some of that same fine gravel and cover the soil so that each time you water, your plant doesn't overflow its soil. It makes a nice finish for the container. And there you have it. So now you have a great surprise hiding underneath your annuals in your container garden. I hope you enjoyed this tip, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And remember, goodness grows.